Hi guys, this video we're looking at the Neca Jason Voorhees as seen in Friday the 13th Part 3. Now, I have done a video of this, to be honest, which you may have already seen, and literally all I could do was obviously show you the figures in packet, and yeah, it was an okay video, but I don't really like doing videos where they're just in packet, and I know due to money and things sometimes that's how it's going to be, but I'm able to do you a video of these guys out of packet now, so I'll just let you have a look again at the packets. There's not too much I could say that I haven't already said on the other video, which you might have already seen. On the back, both exactly the same, and on the back it says, an idyllic summer turns into a nightmare of unspeakable terror for yet another group of naive counsellors ignoring Camp Crystal Lake's bloody legacy. One by one they fall victim to the maniacal Jason who stalks them at every turn. And you obviously got a picture down the bottom there of Jason Voorhees finally in his hockey mask. I believe, is that, yeah, it's a Part 4 figure as well. Oh, coming soon. Oh, sorry. It'd help if I read before I start saying things. Coming soon, Friday the 13th, final chapter. And a Part 4, picture of the Part 4 Jason there. So, you get them in packet, obviously in the standard Neca slimline packet, I guess you could say. And we have a standard version and a battle damaged version there. Okay, so that's them in packet. Just get them out of the way, and I'll bring the Jason figures in for us to have a look at. Now obviously, on a sad note, Richard Brooker, the actor that portrayed Jason in this film, recently died. Obviously gutted about that, and sorry to hear everything, you know, wasn't that old, to be honest. But I'm sure he'll always live on in the, you know, fond memories of Friday the 13th Jason fans as the first Jason to wear the hockey mask. Of course he wasn't the first Jason to wear the hockey mask. And did a fantastic job of it, to be honest. I've got to be honest with you, I think a 3 and 4 are both pretty much on par, to be honest. If I had to get one pip it, I think number 4 does just quite, you know, pip it, to be honest with me, if I had to choose between the two. But pre-zombie Jason in a hockey mask, I think number 4 just does it, to be honest, for number 3. Anyway, enough about that. Let's just have a little look at what we have here. So on the left we have obviously the non-damaged variant, and on the right we have the battle damaged variant. Now with the regular version we get a harpoon gun. Very nice too. Obviously the harpoon gun that he also stole from Shelley, along with the iconic hockey mask. And we obviously have the harpoon gun that he shot Vera through the eye as she was trying to get Shelley's wallet out of the water. Brilliant moment in the film, obviously with regard to the 3D effect there. So the way he just casually wanders up, shoots her in the eye and then wanders off again, I think it's absolutely brilliant, to be honest. So there we have the harpoon gun, and sorry, they are quite loose, to be honest, these figures. And you also get a non-bloody machete as well. One thing I noticed with this machete, as opposed to the other machetes, is there's this little nodule poking out the end there. So they just haven't rehashed the same machete for the other figures. You know, it's different. And I like the fact that it looks like it's got a bit of a sharpened blade edge to it as well. So that's alright. Nothing special, but just a little machete there for us. And with the bloody version, we get another machete, exactly the same machete, but with blood on it, on there. And I like the blood effect on it. It doesn't just look like painted on it. I think the blood effect on there is quite good, to be honest. Quite impressed with that. And we get a bloody axe as well, blood on it. Not too much going on here. I suppose the paintwork on it is quite good. Nothing exciting really going on there, to be honest. As in, there's no detail in the wood or anything. It's just brown with different shades on there and grey with blood on there. But all in all, nice little axe. Obviously, you want it for him to have on his head. I would have liked to have seen, I think, maybe the meat cleaver that he used at the beginning of the film, or yeah, I suppose you can't really say anything, but we got machetes. At the end of the day, all you really want is obviously the spear gun, because for me that was the signature kill in that film. In terms of the figure himself, let's just get this Jason out of the way. Get him to stand up. The figure himself, plenty of articulation going on, to be honest. Obviously we've got rotation in the head on a little ball joint, rotation in the shoulder, in the elbow and in the wrist. The waist, there's a bit of movement. I don't think it can go all the way round. I think that might be, I don't know if it's designed like that or it's because of the rubbery shirt he has on. Obviously ball joint in the hip, in the knee, and you've got rotation, and there's a little bit of movement in the foot as well. Obviously the trousers inhibit a lot of movement there, and of course we also have removable masks as well. The masks, I don't know what's going on, they look a little bit off. I mean, the eyes, the mask on the battle damage version looks better than the regular version, and I think that's more because the eye isn't cut out properly, to be honest. The mask can easily come off. This is actually a soft rubber as well, so nice and easy to move. I believe, do this one have it? No. Just to see if it had anything written inside. But the mask's a good little mask. It's all on there. All the details on there that you want. All the holes go all the way through. And there we have Jason in all his glory. And I think that is a really good sculpt of Jason, you know, when his mask get lifted up. You know, and I think that's a really good sculpt, to be honest, of Jason there. So let's just pop his mask back on there, and then obviously have a little look at the battle damaged version. So obviously it's the same body, same sculpt, same mould and everything. We've just obviously got a lot more blood on the shirt, and obviously you'll see it on the neck and the head there. And like you can see, that little undershirt there as well. It's a t-shirt on. Got dressed properly this morning. One thing to note is, you know, you got the battle damaged and the regular, and even on the regular version he's got blood on his knee, so they obviously just used the same legs all the way down. Now this mask I think is a little bit better. I mean, I know it's the battle damaged version, but it's also a harder plastic as well. It doesn't want to squish as much as that one, to be honest. And you've got V3 in there. It's written in there. So on this one, what we got? Just says V. It just says free. So So like I say, this is really soft rubber on this mask, and this one's a harder one. It is quite soft, but it's definitely a harder one, to be honest. So that's that, and you got all the straps on the back and the buckles. A lot of details go into the mask. Obviously the mask is quite a focal point of the figure, to be honest, so absolutely like the mask there. And of course we have Jason in all his bloody gore there going on. And of course from near the end of the film where he gets his axe in his head there, so it's really, I mean, it is a different sculpt face as well. Sorry, I should have showed that. The fact that it's not the same head, he's actually got a bit more of an open mouth here, so it's not just the fact that they've just put the hole in his head and just splattered a load of blood on him. To be honest, it is an actual different face sculpt, to be honest. So I like that. Let's just get him stood there and get his mask back on. And I love the fact we can stick the axe in his head as well, like what we see at the end of the film, and his last gasp attempt there. So I love the fact that the mask, the axe just sits in his head as well. Pretty cool, to be honest. So that is the Neca Friday the 13th Part 3 3D Jason Voorhees figure, both regular and battle damaged there. Absolutely brilliant figures. I love them. Really want Neca to go all the way with these. You know, I'd even like to see a re-released Pamela Voorhees, a re-released Part 2 Jason. Quite how they'll fare, and I can't see it happening, to be honest. I don't think it's going to happen, but we can live in hope, and maybe one day Neca might you know, as the series go on, and obviously if they do sell a few, they might think, hold on, let's have a look at that old cult classic Part 2 Jason and go back and have a look at them. But anyway, that's just me waffling on, to be honest. So there we go. Obviously the Jason Part 3. As always, thanks for watching. Obviously thank you guys for subscribing and all your comments, and we'll crack on with the next one. Okay guys, take care, all the best, bye bye.